MRecktv.
What's going on? K Hart here, giving a big shout out to MRecktv.
Peace, Kev. What inspired you to create the Coramino Cup? And why was it important to shine a spotlight on nightlife bartenders?
A lover of tequila, always have been. Having the opportunity to create my own with what I would say is one of the best to ever do it, Domingo. Jr. Him and his family. I mean, look, they got several generations of success. Understand world distribution, understand how to properly develop liquid. All the arrows pointed to the right partner. It was about having a voice, having a level of involvement, and actually having the opportunity to be a real partner, not just be a face and a name on a label. So I took advantage of the opportunity, jumped at it, and that partnership has been one of equal opportunity ever since. Since then, you look for ways to engage and amplify. And what better way than to support those that are really a part of the world of real distribution?
Sure.
Nobody touches alcohol more than bartenders. Nobody embraces a story more than bartenders because they're the ones that are telling customers on a day to day what a product is and what's special about it. So if you can support the bartenders in a manner in which they have never been supported and do it in a unique way, take advantage of that. And the Coramino Cup is about that. And also having a product that they like, right? Having a good liquid is key. So when you're not asking for people to speak on behalf of something that's bad, I think things become easier. And when there's an equal opportunity of um, reward in return, it just shows that, hey, I see you. And at the same time, I ask that you see us. And I think that us being in our third year doing a Coramino Cup, there's an understanding of, hey, man, Kevin Hart, Gran Coramino, they're not just looking for favors. They're shining a light. And that's what good business and that's what good partnerships is about. So developing a partnership with bartenders is a priority at this point.
Got you. This year marks the third annual competition. How have you seen the event grow since its launch?
Well, to your point, it's the third one. They're only getting bigger. They're only getting better. Our search in wide for a bartender or bartenders is drastically, much more intense than what it started out as. It was very niche at the top. It was, a little more, what I would say, controlled. But now, we broaden it up. We're trying our best to appeal to the masses and give all an opportunity. And, when we look up and we're at the Grand Coramino Cup 10 or 11 or 12, I think that we'll be doing this in arenas, and much, much bigger venues with crazier activations around it. Like I said, we're just getting started, but to see it grow into what it's growing into now is something that's truly special.
Understood. The finalists come from across the country. What stands out to you about the East versus West dynamic this year?
What stands out about the East versus West dynamic this year? Uh, well, I'm from the East Coast, so I'm always going to, of course, have a significant amount of love to the space and place of where I'm from. But I'm a well-traveled individual, and I definitely have a heavy love for the West Coast because that's now where I live. That's where my kids were born, and that's where my kids are being raised. So for me, I think that there's an equal distribution of love and a reason of why. So as a kid from Philadelphia, North Philadelphia to be exact, to grow into, of course, what I am today is dope. But to have the foundation of upbringing is doper. So forever a lover of Philadelphia, forever a true lover of the East Coast in general. But because of my kids, I got to throw half of my heart to the West Coast. So I'm an equal opportunity lover at this point.
Got you. Beyond cocktails, the cup celebrates hustle, accuracy, taste, and charisma. Which one of those traits do you personally value most behind the bar, Kev?
I think picking one would be unfair. I think all. The testament behind the brand is also a celebration of hard work. And we feel like hard work tastes different because we all have a reason to celebrate our own. So whatever hard work is to you, you got a reason to celebrate it. I hope, or can only hope that you celebrate it with Gran Coramino. And if you do, I think you're celebrating correctly. So I would say hustle, in any level of entrepreneurship, any level of grit, grind, is worthy of a celebratory toast for Gran Coramino.
Got you. Now, Kev, what do you hope the bartending and nightlife community takes away from this event each year?
Well, very simple, that you're seen. Your work doesn't go unseen, your effort doesn't go unseen, we know your value. And I think it's only a matter of time before others follow suit, and showcase or look for opportunities to showcase you, in a variety of ways. Bartenders are necessary, they're special, and they deserve the light. They deserve the flashlight of attention, they deserve the spotlight of attention, they deserve the moment of stardom, and hopefully Gran Coramino sets the bar, for others to follow.
Finally, what's next for Gran Coramino and the Coramino Cup? How do you see it expanding in the near future?
I don't say expanding in the near future. Global distribution is always necessary. Getting our universal legs under us so that we can appeal to all and be for all. That's a priority. Also expanding our SKUs, right? Like right now, you have a nail, you have a reposado, you have a cristalino. What's next for us? That's a conversation that we're having internally, but I'm excited for the world to actually see what that conversation is and what we're going to do next. Outside of giving another version of Gran Coramino, having a bigger understanding of the brand, right? A lot of people just see a name, but you don't understand like the true definition and work behind that, the partnerships, the bodies that make it go, those that make it flow. Like there's a real engine behind the servicing of Gran Coramino. So I'm looking forward to that engine getting bigger, and I'm looking forward to us like taking on more growing. Right, I would love to look up, and we have distilleries, several. I would love to look up, and our partnerships are thriving because we not only get each other, but the world gets us. I would love to see us expanding because there's a sense of family and a sense of love attached to the brand. I think that's how you grow. You can make people feel good. Ultimately, people do good things.
Facts.
I would like to be a part of that conversation in a multitude of ways.
Thank you,
man.
Appreciate you. Good.
What's going on? This is your boy Kevin Hart, aka K Hart, aka Little Mini Baked Potato, aka Mr. Pay-Per-View, aka Hot Feet, aka Big Teeth, Little Stomach, aka Laugh Now, Cry Later, but shit when it's all done. I'm here to create nothing but fun, but I gotta do it with my partners in crime. Shout out to you, Complex. What's going on? K Hart here, giving a big shout out to MRecktv. Only if MRecktv, and I will say this to collaborate and make sure that you can't edit this out. Only if MRecktv is doing positive things, I support it. Only if MRecktv is behind positive and great creative content, I support it. Only if MRecktv is not about the bullshit or the salacious, slanderous content that multiplies and basically opportunes the idea of clickbait, I support it. Hard to edit this out, but you do not get a Kevin Hart sign of support or use if that's what you are about. So MRecktv can only use this if you're the complete opposite. All right?
My man, that was dope.
Thank you.
You ain't from around here, is you? Just passing through.
Is that right? Well, maybe I could show you how us Gary girls get down.
Thought you said this was the hood, not a war zone. You see that? That's the demon house niggas out here been talking about.
Y'all know the M.Reck room etiquette. Peace, you now tuned in to MRecktv.
What if someone wasn't on protocol?
There are consequences.
MRecktv.